it's Kales, and I am here with you today doing the Fantasy Land book tag. Hold on, let me double check the name of that. Fantasy City book tag. I almost had it right. I was tagged to do this video by Laura and Amy over at Two Paper Girls. They are delightful, awesome girls with a great channel, and you should check them out. I like it because it's different because they both have their own different opinions, and yet they do one channel, so it's like 2 for 1, and it's great. And the tag was originally created by Julianne over at the Hogwarts Library. Both of the channels will be tagged below, and we're gonna get started on building my awesome fantasy city. Just to let you guys know, I am going to try and do this tag video without picking any of the 3 main obvious choices, and for me that is Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or Narnia, because I want to try and explore some other fantasy worlds that I know and love, and I want to share some ones with you guys without choosing the obvious. So here goes nothing! You are building and developing your own fantasy city. Which character do you hire to advise in the building of said city? This one seems really obvious to me. Who else would I pick but Annabeth Chase from the Percy Jackson series? I mean, she wants to be a friggin' architect, and she's the daughter of Athena, and she's wicked smart and like really creative and sassafras, so it would just be so much fun building this city with her. I don't know how you could pick anyone else, truly. Which world or combination of worlds is your city set in? And I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Shadow Moon series, which is a series that's written by Chris Claremont and George Lucas based on the movie Willow. It's one of my favorite movies of all time and has one of my favorite worlds, and this trilogy is the aftermath of that movie, and it's awesome and fascinating. I really like it. It's hard to explain. Go watch the movie and then come back and read the books. What are the main magic systems used? And I would go with the magic system that is in the Shadow Moon series, but if I'm gonna pick like one of my favorite magic systems in any book series ever, that's gotta be the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. I love how magic takes effort and takes energy and study and practice, yet you still have to have like some born innate something, and there's different levels of the born innate something. I really like how he sets up magic in here. I really like how he sets up this entire world, but if we're just gonna talk about magic, it's probably one of my favorite magic systems ever, and I would totally steal from it. You've built your city, but you're lacking inspiration. What book or world do you turn to for inspiration? And I'm gonna go with The Magicians by Lev Grossman, because The Magicians for me has the world of Filroy, yet it has the library, and it has the real world and all the sorts of in-between weird magic things. I would be able to find a lot of inspiration from the intelligence of this book, from the creativity that it holds, and all the still little secrets that are in this series. Now you've built your city, and you need someone to help govern it. Who do you choose? Spoiler alert for anyone who's reading the Stravaganza series or who plans to. I would pick Ariana in this series because anyone who has read the series knows that she turns out to be one of the lost heirs to the throne, and she ends up ruling the city of Beleza, and she does a really good job and transforms herself into a wonderful governess, and I would take her advice and her rule, her very kind, generous rule, any day. Now you must trade to keep your city funded. What character would you trade with, and what with them would you trade? What with them would you trade? What would you trade with them? I would pick Captain Shakespeare from Neil Gaiman's Stardust, because he has that awesome lightning ship, and I would have the lightning and the ship, and I also really want a Babylon candle. Or multiple Babylon candles. I don't know how that would help fund my city, but I want these items, and we're gonna go with that. So yeah, Captain Shakespeare, Babylon candle, lightning, and ship. Sure, yeah. Flying ship. Flying ship. You and your government need a bit of advice. Who do you turn to? I'm gonna pick kind of an obscure one, but he's one of my favorite parts of this entire book series, and that's Lucas Montrose from the Ruby Red trilogy. He is Gwen's grandfather that she meets in the past. I think is one of the kindest mentors, and also one of the smartest mentors. He doesn't flub up like a lot of some of the other ones that we know. Dumbledore. He gives some of the best advice that I've seen from a mentor in any book series. Oh no! Someone is waging war on your city! Who is the great enemy? And I'm picking this from A Darker Shade of Magic because I just read about some of the cruelest villains, and they're in this book, and that's Athos and Astrid Dane, and from the White London, and oh my gosh, they are cruel and awful and just no thank you. Thankfully you win the battle. How do you celebrate? We would celebrate by dancing, because dancing makes everything better. If you want to check out my dancing in my book playlist tag video. and you can see lots of dancing there. So these would be some of the books that create my fantasy world. Let me know what you guys think of any of these books. I don't know what I would call my city. I just now thought about it, that there's no question about a title. Hey, that's a good comment below. If you have any good ideas on what I should call my famous magical fantasy city, then leave it in the comments below. I'll have to see what you guys come up with. Until next time, bye! My brother's making noises. Oh my god, what's her name? Gwen's grandfather. Wow, that was a brain fart.